Okay, if you're a big animatronic fan like me, you probably came across the Rocket Fire Explosion in Showbiz Pizza Place. It was a pretty much similar concept to Chuck E. Cheese current day, but more for like older kids. Well, if you know about the Rocket Fire Explosion in Showbiz Pizza Place, you'll know about the conflicts Creative Engineering and Showbiz Pizza Time Inc. had. And during these conflicts, they decided to not work with creative engineering for a little while, but instead hire some random new voice actors and program the show tapes to themselves. So let's compare the voices. Alright, let's start off with something simple, Billy Bob. Now, Billy Bob was voiced by Aaron Fechter, but during the conflicts, he was voiced by some random employee. So this was his voice by Aaron Fechter.
Baseball, I like to go swimming. We like to go.
Now, this Billy Bob voice was just so recognizable to me that I'm going to have to give it a 10 out of 10. But let's see what this random employee has to do with his voice.
Well, it's not far down to paradise, at least.
Now, this Billy Bob's voice, I hear a difference, but it's not that bad of a difference in my opinion. I say it's a solid 8 out of 10. But let's move on. Next up is my second favorite, Duke Laroo. Now, Duke Laroo's voice is one of my favorite voices in the Rocket Fire Explosion. But how about the random employee from Showbiz Pizza's version? First off, let's start off with his normal voice.
Wait, oh yeah, wait a minute, it's your birthday. Wait, yeah, it's your birthday.
Now, I love Duke Laroo's voice, so I'm going to give this a 12 out of 10. It's just wonderful, and I just like it a lot. But let's hear the random employee's voice.
Hey, Fatz, man, you know my favorite movie.
Oh?
Yeah, I mean, is there like a ghost of a chance we could play its theme song?
This Duke does not sound like Duke Laroo at all. It sounds like you got Duke Laroo's voice, you make it a lot deeper, and then you shred his ears in half, and he's forced to say that. I'm going to give this a 4 out of 10. Next up is Beach Bear. Now, Beach Bear had a lot of voice actors, but I'm going to go with his first voice by Aaron Fechter in the Showbiz Pizza Place voice. But his current voice actor is Rick Bailey, I believe.
Something to say that might buzz you, babe. If I get you talking to that bit again, I'm gonna let you.
Now, this voice I like, except like sometimes it gets deep and then high, so I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10.
Let me hear some of that rock and roll music, any old way you choose it.
Now, I like this voice, but it's a little bit too high, so I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10. Now we're moving on to Fatz. Now, Fatz's voice mostly stayed the same until the Showbiz Pizza voice actor came for a little while, but I'm just going to compare his first ever, show tape, which is the Round and Round song, and then his Showbiz Pizza voice.
Down, and the music goes down and round, yeah, and it comes out here.
Now, I like this Fatz because it reminds me of, most, singers in, cafes or, an animatronic band that actually, I like. So I'm going to give this a 13 out of 10 because I like it that much.
Oh, well, thank you, Rolf and Earl, and hi, folks. We're glad to see you all came here to celebrate some of Moving Magic's great.
No, this voice is definitely not my Fatz. 100%, this voice I hate the most. I'm giving this a 2 out of 10. It does not sound like Fatz at all. I don't know why they've decided on this. It sucks, and I absolutely hate it. 0 out of 10 or 1 out of 10. Now, the final one I'm going to do is Looney Bird, because this Looney Bird voice, I hate more than Fatz. So I'm going to compare the first Looney Bird voice, and I'm going to compare the Showbiz Pizza Place voice.
Nothing at all. Except that I hate that song.
Now, this voice I really like. However, though, I'm going to give it, a 7 out of 10, because it's really scratchy.
Got several requests from the audience. Let me see. Dear.
I don't know if it's just me or it sounds like that guy recorded in the bathroom. I hated that voice because it does not sound like Looney Bird at all. Even though I don't really like Looney Bird's voice for being a little bit too scratchy, this is just annoying. Looney Bird has some personality. This is just annoying straight up. So I'm giving this a -1 out of 10. Now, eventually, the voice actors did came back, but still, corporate was coding the programs, meaning, like, creative engineering wasn't allowed to, like, record show tapes anymore. And after a little while, they asked for the rights to Rocket Fire Explosion. Aaron said no, and then...
Dans mon esprit tout divin, je me perds dans tes yeux, je me